EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Rivers now to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
Set it, Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set, Delta!
Now Rivers. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
On first down, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Typically, we highlight guys who make highlight plays, but Brandon Mebane is a guy who is blue-collar to me. Works inside, takes on double, sometimes triple teams, will make all the plays that come his way. But his best attribute is he takes care of his teammates, absorbs those blocks, and lets them run to the football.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're there?
And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Sit, Delta! Hey, 79! 79!
On 2nd down, Rivers again, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
380!
They'll throw again. Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Hey!
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Rivers again. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a... Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Corey Liggett makes the stop.
He said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brandon Mebane able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll roll him out right. On the right side, caught by Green. A good pickup there of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set! Delta!
First down, Rivers. Flushed out right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Tannehill hands to Drake, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
30.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but just try and give it a little bit of help.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 8 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Set. Green 80. Red. Red. 5-4. Behind. Behind.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Tannehill on 1st down. And he finds Danny Amendola. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rivers now from the 50. Going deep here for Allen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
5-4. Ready. Block 15.
Final play of the half. Rivers rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
30!
Following the penalty, it's Gore. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
4 down, let's go! 80! Go!
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Going for the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Top 4. Back. Behind. Behind.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Well, he got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. 240.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
9. Tannehill throwing again. And over the middle, this is Parker. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He dumps it off to Drake. Now he opts for the spin. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Rivers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. Third down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And Amendola with a catch. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. From the red zone now, Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 30. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again, Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, ready? 390.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On second down, Rivers again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Rivers to throw it. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them. Twelve.
Son! 380! Left! Behind!
Rivers. He'll buy some time right, letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Hurry up!
Here's Rivers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, 79!
Now Rivers, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guy's on defense,
through an opening, and there he goes. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rivers to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.
EA Sports. It's in the game.